Today's profile is Intan Paramaditha. Intan Paramaditha is an Indonesian fiction author and a lecturer in media and film studies at Macquarie University, Sydney, Australia. She received her Ph.D. from New York University in 2014. Both her fiction and academic works explore the intersection between gender and sexuality, culture, and politics. She is the author of the novel Gentayangan, Pilih Sendiri Petualangan Sepatu Merahmu, The Wandering Choose Your Own Red Shoes Adventure in 2017, and two collections of short stories Sihir Perempuan, Black Magic Woman in 2005, and Kumpulan Budak Setan, The Devil Slaves Club in 2010 with Eka Kurniawan and Ugoran Prasad. Apple and Knife, translated by Stephen J. Epstein, an anthology based on her two-story collection, was published by Bro Books Australia in March 2018. Intan Paramaditha received the 2013 Kompas Best Short Story Award and 2017 Tempo Best Literary Work for Prose Fiction for the novel Gentayangan. She received the J. Leda Award for Academic Excellence from New York University, and her doctoral dissertation awarded distinction was supported by fellowship from the Social Science Research Council, IDRF, American Council of Learned Societies, Mellon Dissertation Completion Fellowship, and American Association of University Women. She has been an invited speaker at universities and literary film festivals, and her articles appear in journals including Film Quarterly, Chamkat, Inter-Asia Cultural Studies, and Visual Anthropology, as well as edited volumes such as Southeast Asian Independent Cinema and Encyclopedia of Women and Islamic Cultures. Her research focuses on media, cultural activism, and sexual politics in the convergence and tension between national and cosmopolitan trajectories. So guys, let's start our interview with Intan Paramaditha.
So my name is Arief, and today I'm very excited because I have a very special guest. She is a respected scholar from Indonesia, and now she is a lecturer here at Macquarie University, Department of Media, Music, Communication and Cultural Studies. And then she has numerous awards, and also she published her current works internationally. So ladies and gentlemen, guys, please welcome Miss Intan Paramaditha. Hi Miss, how are you today?
Great, thank you for having me, Sandy. Hello everyone.
Thank you so much for your time. I know you are very busy. And
You're busy too.
So actually I have many questions related to your academic and also your professional career. I just want to know, the first question is like, could you share a little bit story about how do you end up as a faculty member here at Macquarie University? What is the story?
I graduated in 2014. I finished my PhD, and then I taught for a year in New York at Sarah Lawrence College. So that was after I spent about maybe almost a decade, a decade in the United States. And then I was looking for a position that would provide a good infrastructure for me to do research, not just teaching. And then I came across a number of positions. One of them was Macquarie, so I just applied, and I flew from New York to Sydney.
Right. Your work's like mostly intersection between the gender and also about the sexuality and about the culture and politics. And actually, what do you want to say to the people out there related to your works?
Well, so first of all, I'm interested in stories of resistance. So that's why my fiction writing explores the agency of women, mostly. And also in my academic writing, I talk about the intersection between culture and politics through film and media activism. Basically, I look at post-98 filmmakers, film activists, film organizers, everyone working in the film scene, and basically I want to explore how they use media to post their political agenda. And then how they resist constructions of the state, they resist the New Order construction, as well as the new reconfigurations of power in the Reformasi period. So how actually this is a story of how people resist. They don't want to be confined in a particular way, and they want to pose their own politics. So yeah, stories of resistance, I would say.
And then talking about like the technology, because now we are living in digital platform. So do you think that like the physical book like this still exists in the near future, or does it going to be shifted in terms of the physical into the digital platform, especially from the author perspective?
Right now, I think we have the opportunity to have our stories told across various different media platforms, whether it's the blog or digital or ebooks or even YouTube and various publishing platforms, basically digital publishing platforms. I think, yes, in a way it's good that we have a variety of platforms, and I don't think it's just a matter of how one story could be told through various ways. I don't think that the book will die. Probably people will read digital books more than the printed books, but I think books will survive because people need this form of interaction. Just like live performances.
Yeah.
People still go to theater.
Right.
People don't stop going to the theater even though we have
YouTube
movies or YouTube, because it's a different kind of experience. It's the specificity of the medium. With the book, you can have this private experience of absorbing the ideas, of transporting your life to a different world privately, and that's an intimate experience with the book. I think that cannot be replaced. It's still going to be around.
So I'm like amazed with your professional career path, because you are a fiction author and now you are like academic, like lecturer. So how do you manage your time? Because I think it's very, very like going to be very busy day, like teaching, researching, and then writing. So how do you cope up with this thing?
It's quite unmanageable, I think. No, I'm not the best person.
Like, do you have like set up like a target? Like, do you have to write like at least 1 page a day or something like that?
If sometimes I put myself in the intensive writing mode. That's basically when I have to finish a project. Let's say to finish a novel or just to finish an article. So I really set up a target, like for instance, 500 words a day, and that's really important to keep me on track. Perhaps I won't be able to achieve that target,
Right.
but it's important to stay in the writing game. Otherwise, you will forget, and it's really hard to come back. But that's an ideal situation, and my ideal situation would be waking up in the morning and then making my coffee and then just writing without any interruptions. But that's not always possible because I'm not the best person to tell you how to manage time, because I can't. I mean, there's always emails, like urgent emails from students, from colleagues that you have to answer. It's been a challenge.
Right. And then now looking back to our country, our lovely country, Indonesia, like I believe that your work is also concerned about Indonesian future from language perspective. So what do you think about the Indonesia, especially for the education sector, or maybe about the linguistic things in Indonesia? Are we in the right track?
Education.
Yeah.
I think what is lacking in Indonesia's education, public education right now, is the emphasis on critical thinking. I think that's really severely lacking.
And it's related to the language.
And because so the way we perceive education, I think we inherit that from the New Order regime, where everything was technocratic. We were encouraged to be engineers, to be skilled workers, and it was shaped by the developmentalist paradigm in the 1970s, and now it's still like that. It's just that it's more situated within the neoliberal context. but we don't question things. I think the government should teach philosophy. They should teach humanities, philosophy, literature, culture. They should emphasize education that encourages people to ask, to think about what does it mean to be an ethical human being? What does it mean to be good? What is moral? Is the moral standard that I believe is that the most appropriate, so I think we need critical thinking really bad, because if the government wants to combat religious extremism, so our society is highly polarized right now, they should be thinking about critical thinking and ethical thinking as well. I don't think it will be solved, our problem right now will be solved through just teaching religion in schools.
Yeah, right. So because like you got an education from 3 different countries, Indonesia, US, and Australia now, like do you think that our education, our education system is on the right track?
Right now, I would say that there's some. I know that there's some programs they're doing really well and they're very progressive. For instance, where I come from, I studied English literature at the University of Indonesia. That was how I learned about feminism. That was how I learned about Marxism and critical theory. Basically, questioning things.
Yeah.
The idea that the unexamined life is not worth living. So I was trained to ask questions on everything, and race, gender, sexuality, class, everything matters when we see problems. But I think I was privileged because not all programs are like that. Not all programs were like that and are like that. Some people they still need to self-educate themselves, or by reading books, or by forming communities. In general, I'm very pessimistic. There are some good clubs, good communities, but yeah, in general, no, not really.
So now we're talking about the reading culture. Like as a lecturer, of course, maybe you analyze the reading culture, your students especially. And then when we talk about the reading culture back home in our country, Indonesia, what do you think about the reading culture? Because like there is like the quote that reads that to become a better writer, so you have to do better in reading. So do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think it's a cliche, but yes, that would be my advice too. So in order to be a writer, you need to read. And it's not just about how much you read, it's about how you engage with the reading, how you critically assess the reading, how you interpret the reading, and how you turn the reading critically to inform your project. And how you challenge the reading as well, how you question the reading. In short, it is how you develop an intimate and critical relationship with the reading. And I think in terms of the reading culture in Indonesia, a lot of, if you look at some writers, they could actually make money.
Yeah.
And then, so there's an audience, right? There are readers in Indonesia. It's just that perhaps we need to develop this kind of reading habit that emphasizes critical thinking, reading for interpretation, for analysis. I think that's what we need.
Wow, that's really interesting. So my next question: how can the readers out there discover your work? Like, do you have any a platform to engage, to communicate with your readers?
Yeah, I have my website, which is my name, intanparamaditha.org, and I'm also on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah. So if the viewers and also the readers are really interested to engage with you, so they can contact you via your platform.
Yeah, sure.
Right? So my next question is related to the related to PPI Australia, because PPI Australia is like the largest Indonesian Students Association in the world. And what do you want to say to the Indonesian students, especially in Australia?
I would say don't stop asking questions, and that's
Let's
because they are students, and I'm still a student too to some extent. I never stop learning. Um, because it's really important, especially for international students. There are so many narratives. They're surrounded by narratives about breaking the glass ceiling, about now that you are here, you're already successful, and you are special, and so on. But we need to question these narratives. It's not just about the success story. It's about you have traveled, and what can you do? It's a privileged position, so you need to ask questions around your privilege, and also around the politics of of how things are related, power relation. What kind of power relation are you in? Is it true that you have broken the glass ceiling, or maybe power relation is just reconfigured? So you need to be asking questions around this, so don't feel comfortable. I guess that's yeah.
So
Don't feel
try
comfortable.
to always like out of the comfort zone
Yeah.
to keep learning. Yeah. Thank you so much, Miss Intan, for your time. I think that was really interesting conversation, very meaningful conversation, and I believe that we have learned a lot during our interview session here, especially for Indonesian students to reach your dream, to become writers,
And question
authors.
the dream.
Yeah, and then question the dream, and to become whoever you want to be in positive ways. So good luck with your future, Miss Intan, and then keep in touch with PPI Australia. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good luck and bye.